We're in a bit of a mess with my husband, who is in Singapore. We are unsure if he's been given a ban. So what happened was we were living in Singapore, and we came to the U.S. as boyfriend, girlfriend, and got married. He had entered under an ESTA visa. So then he left back to Singapore for a month and then came back into the U.S. We filed the I-131 spousal visa.
I-130.
And then he was unable to legally work here. He sat around for 10 months and he was kind of like really sick of not working or not having an income. And then he had applied for the adjustment of status, the 485, but he didn't have the patience, and he was like, I'm going to go back to Singapore and work for a few months, and, I'll come back.
Okay, so all right, so this is the answer. This is the answer.
Mm-hmm.
He came here, he came here on an ESTA visa, filed an adjustment,
Mm-hmm.
and then left without advance parole.
Mm-hmm.
So two things happened. One, when you leave the United States without advance parole after filing an adjustment of status application, that's the end of the adjustment application. Denied. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So he has nothing processing. Number two, if you come on an ESTA visa and file an adjustment, you're not getting a new ESTA. You're not getting any visa. I don't believe he has a 3 or 10-year bar, because I presume he filed an adjustment application within 180 days of him overstaying his visa. Perhaps he may have a bar for misrepresentation if he came on the ESTA visa and filed an adjustment within the first 30 or 60 days. But you have to file a new I-130 visa petition for him to pick up a green card in Singapore. And it's going to take, 2 years, and hopefully he doesn't need a waiver.
He was deported from San Francisco.
Why was he deported?
They didn't communicate with him at all. They just took his passport and his phone. So he went back to go earn an income.
And then he came back on the ESTA visa.
To Singapore, I got a letter in the mailbox.
Okay, all right. So he screwed up 10 different ways. He filed an adjustment application, went home, and then tried to re-enter again on the ESTA visa, and he got deported. So now he may need 2 waivers. He's barred for life. So it's one of 2 things happened at the airport. Either he was requested to withdraw his admission and he was just sent home and then he didn't get deported, or they literally deported him at the airport. It's one or the other. We would have to get his records to find out. If he was asked to withdraw his admission, he still will be able to come back in 2 years unless they're going to find that he made a misrepresentation by saying on his prior entry that he was coming on an ESTA visa, then filed an adjustment within the first 30 to 60 days. So there's an issue number 1. Issue number 2 is when he re-entered the United States a second time, did he withdraw his admission or was he deported? We don't know, but I can find that out. So he may need 1 or 2 waivers to re-enter the United States. I would suggest you don't do one more thing without a good lawyer. Hold on.